Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with Aether Iron. We have two more steps to do in our little sort of shadowing of Luca Mazzi. It's Mazzi, isn't it? Mazzi? Can't remember his second name. I think it's Mazzi. But we've got the crumbling neighborhood to go to and the runaway truck. We've got to do both. Let's go to the neighborhood first. It's slightly further away.
In the distance, repulsors start to fail over a Ledgman neighborhood. It's beginning to crumble. Homes spinning into the void. Groups of residents are fleeing the other way.
I wonder if she's just added so much like mass to her big island mom that it's just become unsustainable
there,
with the
Luca.
power they have available.
We've got to step on it. The place is falling apart.
You're getting your comeuppance, Motsy!
This
Mazzi,
has gone
put it
far
this.
enough.
What do you aim to do about it, Punchy?
My worst. Let's see how you like it.
It's time for you to have a little accident. The permanent kind.
So what's the play, Luca?
Eliminate all opponents. There's two of them, but I think the thing here is that which one of the? I guess these ones. Oh, it's these two guys. I think that things are falling apart. There's a lot of falling damage and stuff here, isn't it? Vehicles entering this lane take 1 fire damage. Yeah, so you want to stay out of the smoky lane. These ones are also taking fire damage. Collision damage. Let's think. Let's thinky. They're strong. I'll give them that. I think I'm going to take the AP boost. So I don't think I'm going to do much more in this round apart from move here. Ooh. Yeah, maybe flamethrower one of these and then shoot. Our new improved flamethrower. Drop back another one. We're going to shoot it. Not bad damage altogether. So, well, we did 7, sure. Do this one as well. 4 damage. And I can actually pull forward pretty far. I think I will, because it kind of means they have to work a bit harder to get to us, doesn't it? So I'm going to pull up all the way to the front here. Okay, so we've got Sophie. So what I'm thinking is move here, harpoon her, jump over and do some damage. Shoot, then maybe just side load. Yeah, Crest definitely feels a bit AP starved now. When we got a bit more cash to play with, we'll look to help her out a little bit there. I think all I've really got is the flamethrower if I wanted to actually do damage. I guess we should, right? It's nice it didn't hurt the bystander because they're a neutral unit. And then I think we'll just drop Crest back.
Why even bother? Mom's got your number.
I hate him. Oh, damn. Oh, okay, that was a pretty heavy attack on Crest there.
Help me!
Hey, she's attacking the bystander, I don't know. Okay, how are they looking? They've got 5 health and 26. So I think we'll let Sophie concentrate on this one. We'll concentrate on this one. Drop back here. Can I not move here? Why can't I move? I don't. Okay. I can attack. Guess I'll ram. I'm not sure why I can't move. There must be something on me. Oh, because we can only move a limited number of cells. Well, that will be it. Okay. Fine. I don't need a big heal right now. I guess we'll leave that. Alright, so what I think we'll do is hop over you. Shoot you.
My car's totaled!
The G is taking a lot of damage here. Ah, okay. I'm sure that's fine. Drop back. Let's flip it. Okay, these guys need a bit of a heal. Let's do this. That's all. I'm just going to move there. So she can't do the big backwards attack on me. Cress.
You've let down your people, Luca! Just give up!
Damn.
I've had worse.
Let's go here. How much has she got? She's got 11. I think we can... She's going to hit Luca, but for some reason Luca's full health. I don't know quite why. Love tap. There you go. Oh, she's good press. Wow.
Luca! Luca's here!
Come on. We don't have time to waste. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Thanks for looking out for us, Luca. You too, lady.
Okay, we took a bit of a beating. What do we get, though? Blinding sticky bomb. 6 to windshields, blinding the driver. Auxiliary part. Greatly reducing movement. Okay. Tinker repair kit. We're going to need that. License plates. Okay, that's for heat. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we'll take it. Let's go in the inventory. We're going to need to do some healing. So, Yeah. Ah, she's almost back. That's fine. I'll leave it there then. Okay, let's head to Runaway Truck.
Luca and I arrive on the scene and all is chaos. A runaway truck filled to the brim with explosives is weaving back and forth. Fireballs erupt along the road as the crates spill out the back. The truck driver is slumped over his wheel, out cold. The vehicle is out of control and whatever it's hauling is flammable as hell.
You gotta get that thing off the road, no matter what. Run it off or blow it sky high before it can do more damage.
The words are barely out of Luca's mouth before another flaming crate flies out of the back of the runaway truck, igniting in a pillar of flame that shakes the ground.
This is getting serious.
Now or never. We need to stop that truck.
Alright, so eliminate the fuel carriers, as there's 2 of them in fact. Or survive 6 rounds. So what's this lane? 3 damage, 5 damage. They're not going to fight back by the sound of it, so it's more like we're on a time limit. We probably want to give him a... What's going on with you? Okay, she's a little stuck because of the position of things. I mean, we can get here and shoot him. I was thinking of, like... Yeah, we'll just shoot him. Oh, it's this one. Ugh. You see if you can at least jump over them and do stuff, can't she? So... I wonder if we want to, like, sort of pull them towards the back so they can't... The crates won't accidentally fall on civilians. I'm guessing that's probably what's going to happen. Almost down, but she's out of AP now. Reduced action points isn't great, to be honest. Let's make it take more damage from Aether, and then move over here, I guess. Oh, why? Why is there another one?
Ah, help me! Ah, help me!
It's like, get out of the way, dude.
Protect those civilians!
Smack you, Luca. Yeah. We're slightly freer to do a bit more this time. We want to nudge him into there, don't we? So you can probably get another nudge on him, actually, can't we? That should take him out. Yeah, that's probably better. Press.
Ah, help me!
Right, so he's going to take 5. If we can get him down to 5 by the end of this round, that would be useful. Can we do 6 damage to it? Probably yes. Oh, I didn't do the jump. Who? Oh, that's what's that? Chris ain't doing damage to him. Nothing. Don't do that. You asshole. Now they've all taken damage.
Got him.
We needed to knock him to the left, and then he wouldn't have hit anyone.
The driver's coming too. Good job. Let's get this payload off the truck and away from the fire, quick.
My skin is crawling as we manhandle crates of explosives off the rig before they can go up in flames. I notice that the crates are stamped for delivery to Rogers Point.
Find a way to convince Luke to join your crew. Okay. Well, we did his little jobs for him, so that should definitely help. In terms of our sellable stuff... Not exactly big bucks. But we're in the area and we can repair as well, so let's just go back to the exchange first. I'm going to sell the sticky bomb, I think. There we go, 153. It's not, it's not exactly big bucks, but really need to get Cress a new vehicle. Is that what Cress has got? Sophie Cress. This is Cress. Okay, I need to get her this, I think. This is what Cress is using. So she doesn't get any AP from that. I think we need to. I know it's kind of against saving up, but she has no points to do anything with. Yeah. Flatbed. She's got a bit more to deal with now. That seems good. How much does this? Well, that weighs 2. Only weighs 1. Might as well stick. Alrighty. I guess I could have sold that nitro repulsor, but we'll do that next time. It wouldn't really have got me to where I wanted to be financially anyway, so... You can ever stop on the way? Probably. No.
We enter Congress Hall, where Luca and the other officers call home. Cooking smells throughout are punctuated by the sound of children playing, of people talking in unguarded tones. Rapid footsteps announce a small woman with kind eyes who clings to Luca. The giant shares some murmured words with his wife. For the first time since we met, the lines on his forehead disappear.
Oh good, I'm glad you made it on time. I hate when you work so late you miss dinner.
After giving his wife a comforting squeeze, Luca looks up. He roughly swipes at some unshed tears before addressing me. I can tell I wasn't meant to see that.
I admit it, little miss. I was wrong. You did good today. I'm glad you were here.
Luke is a rare bird who practices what he preaches. A good man by any count. But I wasted a whole day helping with no profit. Was it worth it?
I'm gonna go get us some food. You stay here with Diane. Take a load off. You've earned it.
Luca changes his smoldering coat and hat for cleaner fare, kisses his wife, and is out the door.
Thanks for helping Luca. Not everyone is a helper, you know. Sit a while, let's talk.
How about you, Diane? Everyone talks about Luca and his people. How do you keep this place going?
Oh, well, where do I start? When I was younger, I wanted to be a nurse. My cousin was badly hurt in a fight with some countryside raiders using mustard gas left over from the war.
Ugh, that's awful.
He came to stay with us. I took care of him most of the time. His lungs were so bad, he could hardly walk more than a few paces. Couldn't talk. We wrote letters to each other in the same room.
That sounds like a lonely way to live.
Maybe so, but the experience taught me a lot about the value of kindness and hope. A little goes a long way, my mother always said.
Luca seems pretty invested in the Ledgemen. Was he always like this?
You have to understand. He lost someone a while back.
Marco.
Someone important. He swore he wouldn't let us down, and he hasn't. But he takes so much punishment. It's a hard life.
For some reason, I stop and think of Zio. Diane leans over and takes my left hand in both of hers. She offers me a smile free from guile or doubt.
Luca says you helped. That's what counts.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting the Congress Hall to be like this. It feels like a home, not an old labor hall. Don't see much of that around.
Just between us girls, home is where Luca really belongs. Most of the time, he's out there on the streets, putting himself in danger and sticking up for his people. And I'm proud of him for it. But still...
What?
He doesn't really do it for himself. It's what Marco, his brother, would have asked of him.
Do you think you'll ever give it up? Let it all go?
It's his heart that I love, you know. He keeps it hidden, whether he decides to run things or do something else. I hope that he'll find himself again and finally put the ghost to bed.
I don't know Luca that well. I'd love to hear a story about you two.
We met at a block party when we were kids. I was with a different boy who brought me sweets and flowers. Halfway through, I went to go talk to some friends from school.
And?
When I returned, I couldn't find my date anywhere. Eventually, I found him in an alley, kissing Susie Carpenter. I started to give him a piece of my mind when he pushed me down.
Lovely chap.
That's horrible.
Out of nowhere comes this little fire plug of a kid, the Matzi boy from down the street. I had always seen him, but hadn't seen him, you know? He shoved my date, started swinging.
Even back then?
Even back then. He kept getting hit over and over and over, but he wouldn't back down. Eventually, he got in a lucky shot, and my would-be date left the party.
And he asked you out then, right?
Not hardly. Blood everywhere. Luca nodded at me like I was one of his buddies and left to find his brother. It took Luca a good 6 years to suck up the courage to court me.
Mind if I look around?
Go right ahead.
Alright, yeah, so we gotta just ask around the place, really, I think.
These are some of the people we saved from the crumbling chunk of the island. They've been given mugs of soup and blankets for now. You know, I was there too, getting people out of harm's way.
It's the first thing we say.
Ma'am, I'm begging your pardon for saying so, but I was so busy running for my life, I didn't think to look for you there.
Oh, okay.
Yes! I'll call and raise you 5.
Well, well, well.
Oh, it's you. I don't want to talk to you.
It's strange hearing such a petulant tone from a lean, muscled dynamo like Dom. It's like he's a little boy pretending he doesn't know what he did. Surprised they let you in here, seeing as how you're a traitor and all.
Lady, you don't know nothing about union business. Do you have to harp on me?
I pity the upstart, but only so far. He dug his own hole. It's up to him to find his way out. Why did you turn on Luca anyway? He seems to care about you. How could you throw that away?
The Does said Luca wasn't going to be around forever. Said I could be better than him. Partner with Mom. Guess I really screwed up.
What did she offer anyway?
Mom, she promised that she'd take care of my ma if I did this thing for her. My ma raised me alone since I was just a kid. After my pops died. She's in a wheelchair now. Life's hard for her.
And she promised you'd be the new boss down at the docks, right?
That too, yeah.
As he talks, his tone goes sour. He's realizing how Marm's promises would have gone unfulfilled. He never considered who would have lost by his gains. Want some advice from someone who's made plenty of mistakes? Give people something new to remember you by, instead of for your screw-up.
Yeah? What do you suggest, Big Mouth?
There are a lot of people hurting from those new islands being added. People I've talked to say you're like bottled lightning in the ring. Maybe put some of that energy toward helping instead.
Yeah, I guess sitting here isn't doing me any favors. I should go.
I approach a group of people whose homes were set ablaze by the runaway truck. Is it okay if I sit here?
Hello there, lady. Come sit a spell. It ain't much, but you look like you've had quite a day.
Understatement of the century. But you've had quite a day too.
Sure enough. Lucky to be alive.
Those blazes were something else. You could see them all over the island. Are you all right?
Could be worse, and that's a fact. Leastways, I'm breathing.
I can't believe Luca's still going. The fight, running around town, now out collecting food.
Like an old diesel engine. He can't help but plow ahead, even if he sputters and chokes his way through.
You think he's going to burn out someday?
Luca sticks his neck out for us, so we trust him. Not everyone's willing to treat everyone like equal members of the family, if you know what I mean.
Did the truck driver get out in time? I didn't see him once he was forced off the road.
The driver got taken by the meat wagon. Looks like he had some kind of seizure. Still, at least he made it this far.
Once he finds out what happened...
I don't know him, but if he's one of our guys in the community, we'll see to him. Accidents are accidents.
Well, now that you're safe, what will you do next?
Luca opened the labor hall to us, but some of the other ledge men don't want us here. Probably, we'll end up camping out until we rebuild.
That doesn't sound right. I'm sure Luca wouldn't want it to go that way.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but Luca can't fight every battle for us. And he can't make people like us. That'll take time, and a lot of reaching out, on both parts.
It doesn't feel right to me. but I have no idea what it's like to live in his skin. In that case, you take care. It's a tough world, but there are good people in it too. What am I saying? I need to get out of here.
Oh, this isn't a quest anymore.
The half-pint kid loiters in front of the phonograph at the center of the room, fidgeting. He eyes the phonograph's crank and sighs moodily.
Sorry, miss, but the phonograph is broken. Luca said he'll get someone to fix it, but it's been a while.
Anything above a 2 should do this.
Let me have a look at it, kid. It turns out the fix was a simple one. The tone arm was just out of balance. A few minutes of fiddling and beautiful music poured forth.
Say, thanks, lady. One of the fellas brought in this album for me since I'm a fan, but I think you earned it instead.
The album is The King Porter Stomp by Jelly Roll Morton. Cress ought to love this.
She doesn't need morale at the moment. We'll keep it for then. Or if we need it.
So, what do you do here, kid?
I keep the player cranked. See what the mood's like in here. Change discs to match. It's a good job for a guy like me.
What do you mean, a guy like you?
My folks died a while back. Luca says I can work the ledge once I'm big enough. But for now, I stay here in the hall.
So, what's Luca's favorite?
He likes everything by Benny Goodman. But...
What?
When he thinks I'm asleep for the night, he sits and listens to classical music. Impressionist stuff, like Debussy. Sometimes I sit on the stairs over there and watch him listen.
Why doesn't he ask you to play it for him?
He gets... lost. He just sits there and looks at his hands for a long time. I don't think he likes anyone seeing him when he's like that.
Take care, kid. A group of men are sitting around a table, knocking back drinks and talking about the fight. I recognize Jono and his cronies from the fight with the gunrunners. Evening, boys.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Why, yes, I'd love to have a drink. Thanks so much for asking. What a gentleman. I grab an empty chair and drag it over to the table. Two of the men reluctantly make room for me, their chair legs scraping loudly against the floor tile. You took a hell of a chance today.
Everything panned out okay. No harm, no foul, right?
If you say so. It took cast iron balls to go behind Luca's back for those Aether weapons. What are you after?
Look, I think fast, I move fast. I saw an opportunity and I took it. I did it for all of us, not because I love the damn things.
What do you mean?
Look, these red Aether guns, they're out on the streets now. I don't intend for us to get caught with our pants down, at the mercy of some sleazy warlord just because we wouldn't get with the times. Thanks to Luca, if someone does come sniffing around toting his own set of Aether guns, we'll end up paying a higher price.
You must have known Luca a while.
Yeah, we grew up together.
Was he like this when he was growing up, too?
You wouldn't know it these days, but Luca was a happy kid. He always liked to scrap, but it was no hard feelings. Sure, he loved getting into trouble, but he was also the quickest to patch things up. Ever since, well, these days, he figures he owes for what he's done, see? There's nothing but hard feelings about who he is, what he's done.
What he's done? What do you mean?
Sorry, lady, but that's Luca's story to tell. If I were you, I'd leave well enough alone.
Luca seems rough around the edges, but he seems to put a lot on the line for his people.
Yeah, he puts his life on the line all right, but not because he's some kind of saint. I think he's counting on his luck running out, if you ask me.
So he really does have a death wish? You sure about that?
I've known the guy 20 years. He doesn't do what he does out of the goodness of his heart. He fights for us because he loves to get his teeth kicked in. Because he deserves it.
You don't really mean that.
Doesn't matter what I think or what he thinks. What matters to me is what he does, not why. He does his best to do right by us. That's enough for me for now.
A faded Union poster, proclaiming the need for direct action now. A grainy photo of two boys at the shore, probably on vacation. They look alike enough to be brothers. The taller one has his arms slung around the shorter one's shoulders.
Okay, Mrs. Jackson made some of a sourdough, and Mrs. O'Hara made a beef stew. Mrs. Magnola brought in the yams.
Great. I'm starved. Your people really care. I can't stand it anymore, keeping my cards hidden, talking around the subject. I have to let down my guard, just for a few minutes. We need to fix the well. It's getting worse, lots worse, and plenty of people will die. The lowers will be gone like they never existed. Over whispered tones, I give Luca everything. Nellie, the underground, the heist. I had to. There's no world where I hold back and he joins up. And if he says no, Diane leans over and whispers to Luca. He smiles, the first I've seen on his face.
You're right. She reminds me of him too. Before we go any further, I need to know something. Why don't you just leave? Just pull up stakes. Nothing's keeping you here, right?
I swallow hard, knowing my next words must be chosen with perfect care.
Go with the smooth talker, I guess.
I've got to come up with something juicy to inspire action. Talking about my motivations makes me feel like a liar anyway. Surely it's okay if I bend the truth a little. He'll believe greed. I've got interests, financial and otherwise, in Dreamland. I don't want to see them go down the drain. Even if I leave, I'll be in the poorhouse.
I see right through you, miss. Mom would never let it go down that way.
Look, Luca. I've been through fire and blood over this. I don't want to heist pandemonium any more than you do. I'm scared what happens if we don't.
Okay. I don't think you're telling me the whole truth, but there's something to what you're saying.
Diane nods to herself, then stands up and pours us cups of coffee. Luca folds his hands, eyes looking into the middle distance, contemplating.
Hell of a thing, but it makes sense. Anyone who was around when Lady Liberty went down the hatch. Down in our gut, we knew the well would be a problem. One day.
So will you help? I can't pull this off without you.
It's really not up to me. At least not me alone. We'll need to take a vote.
You're serious?
Either they send me or I don't go. I've got responsibilities here. I'll need to convince them. No time like the present.
Despite his resolve, I can sense the unease in the Iron Gladiator's approach. The direction he takes here in this moment feels important. This could change everything for Luca and the dogs. Luca, these people will fight for you, but they need to follow you into a future. Be more than the guy who puts out fires. They need a man of vision.
Do you know what you're asking?
You've got to let the past be the past. You can't ever make up for it or change it. You have to move on. Luca slumps back in his seat, head bowed. Diane walks over and puts her arms around him. He reaches up and touches her hand, looks up at her. Their eyes meet.
I would follow you, Luca. We all would.
I think everyone here would, Luca. Luca pats her arm and nods, resigned. The guttering spark in his furnace flares into flame. His jaw is set with determination. He stands and addresses the crowd.
Brothers and sisters, I have wronged you. I spent my time living in the past. Living in regret. I have acted as if the future is not as important as the past. But there is no solving the problems of today if we cannot embrace the future. I can't let the weight of the past hold us back anymore.
The crowd stirs. Clearly, they were not expecting Luca to speak this way.
Many of you have stood by me in my grief. I'm asking you now to stand by me as we move to solve a problem of tomorrow. The well puts us all at risk. We have an opportunity to end its threat now. I can't promise that we will succeed. But I can promise you that without your support, we can only fail. And I am through failing you, my friends. My family. Let's put it to a vote. What say you?
Yay!
Luca turns to Diane and I, his face triumphant. For the first time since we've met, his face is clear of doubt. His flame burns hot and clean, without the impurities of grief.
You have our support, little miss. Don't let us down.
As the assembly breaks, various ledgemen pass by, offering their hands to Luca. They even spare a smile or two for yours truly. Thanks for your help, big fella. I knew finding you was the right move.
Whatever happens next, little miss, you've got a home among us ledgemen. If everything else goes wrong.
Luca claps his hands together, calling us to action.
We've got a heist to plan. Diane, I'll be gone for a while. Don't wait up.
Come home soon, dear. Be careful out there. We need you.
I have every reason to be careful, love. I'll be back.
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Hey. Luca left hook Matzi is a union man through and through, an unpolished charmer and seasoned brawler with a strong sense of justice. Luca fights to protect his community and honor his brother's legacy. Drives trucks, vans, wagons, tributes, brass and smarts. Cool. Now what does he try? Let's change Cress for now. I kind of want to see what his deal is. Let's have a look. I mean, he seems like a daredevil if ever I've seen one, or an enforcer, right? So what do we get here? Extra rams. Let's see him as a phantom. I mean, I think he's a daredevil. And probably an enforcer too. Which is fine, because they're not skills I really have on anyone else, so... Oh, I'm going a bit far at the Daredevil trail. I think I meant to do Enforcer first, so let me just backtrack. I will keep going up that tree, but maybe not quite as far as that. Let's go back up here. Let's make him a proper battering ram. Right, okay, yeah, so we've kind of... I might not even take Daredevil any further than that. I guess we'll see. That feels pretty good for now. In terms of what he's driving, he's got a truck. Can't really see it. I'm tempted to see if it's better switching him to the prison transport. Find the vault. Yeah, so we'll come out here now. Let's go up to the garage. So I don't have much money. I'm hoping one of the other missions in this area will result in a bit of money. We've got a safe house, but I don't really have a need for it right now. Now what's here? Why is this just a question mark? I mean, we're going to pass through it, so I guess we'll find out.
The glow of high-beam flashlights and spinning caution bulbs plays across my windshield as traffic slows. Evidently, Marm has decided that a good old-fashioned dragnet will force troublemakers like me off the streets.
Didn't get close. I don't think there's much point re-rolling it, so...
The car in front of me passes the barricades, and I pull forward. The light from a flashlight dances across my face, and I feel flushed, squinting against the glare as I struggle to make eye contact.
Good evening, ma'am. Routine check. Where are you headed this evening?
Just heading back home. Got a place up near Klein-Deutschland, by the ferry terminal.
A local girl, huh? You ever play darts down at the Spritzen house?
I recognize the question for what it is, a test of my dreamland bona fides. My mind races, knowing I'll have to give a detailed answer to avoid sounding evasive. The trouble is, I haven't got one. I don't spend much time at the dartboards. Too many sharks. If I'm going to give old Killmeyer my money, I expect a cold drink in return.
We could just flee. I mean, I'm going to flee because I haven't set up Luca
Her
yet.
shocked face shrinks in the rear view.
We've also got this, which is possibly another... Oh, God.
Clouds of industrial smoke twist and writhe on the horizon, partners in a fleeting dance. A voice crackles in over my radio.
Hey, I gotta pull off for a minute.
Everything all right?
There's a big crowd over here. I'm gonna check it out.
I'll join you. I loop the block and pull in behind Luca. He's already out, standing on the edge of a crowd gathered around a young man shouting passionately from the top of an ancient oil crate.
And that's why we can't give him an inch!
Apprehensive brows and shuffling feet drown out the few approving grunts that come sporadically from the assembled men, dressed mostly in working clothes and dirt.
If we don't stand up now, they'll keep us down forever! You can count on that!
What's going on?
This young blood is trying to rile up the crowd with revolution talk. It's funny. It reminds me of my brother.
What was so important about stopping here?
I run the Ledgeman Union in Dreamland, and I had to bleed for it. There are Union men here, and I didn't put this together. And what has the Union ever done for us? Actually done! It's a tiger that has let itself be defanged! We're defenseless against tyrants!
A sudden, deep breath from Luca seems to dampen some of his anger. Guilt? Shame? Some sort of dark shadow washes over his face. The boy on the pulpit could hardly be more than 20. He gesticulates wildly, accenting inflections with a pointed accusation or a palm to the heavens.
What do they give us for an extra 2 hours past dark? Nothing but a pat on the back. And when Jack fell off the edge last month because he was too tired to see the gap, huh? What did they do? A shrug for his widow? And what did leadership do about it, huh? Not a damn thing! I've seen this idealist at gatherings. Either he's never heard how we got to where we are, or he hasn't heard what happens to anyone else who tries to organize. Or he's just stupid. We need to organize! If Local Zero won't help us, we help ourselves!
He steps off the crate, and murmurs of agreement work their way through the crowd. Luca nods to me and pushes his way through the ledgemen. A few, recognizing my hulking golem companion, take their hats off and scurry away looking embarrassed. The boxer has a grim look on his face, enough to cause those around us to part like water around a dreadnought.
Hey kid, we need to talk.
The young firebrand turns, sweat shining on his face from his excitement. On seeing Luca, his grin takes a dive off the island's edge.
Oh, it's you. Damn right it's me. What the hell do you think you're doing? I'm doing what you won't do, old man. These men are suffering. Your men. And someone has to act. Listen, twerp. I've got 24 scars that should tell you the cost of me acting. How many scars do you have? I'm not scared. Someone needs to do something. And the great left hook Matzi's gone soft.
Luca's eyes are a blast furnace, pouring liquid iron down his arms, hardening into clenched fists.
His business, stay out of it.
This seems important to him. No use getting in the way. I might have had more luck stopping a train with an open palm as Luca's fist connects hard with the kid's solar plexus. The little firebrand doubles over in pain.
You don't know the fire you're playing with, son. You keep on this path, you won't get some sissy punch to the gut to shut you up.
The boy falls to his knees, unable to reply.
We're leaving.
He turns on his heel and storms off toward our parked cars.
30 furious paces and went back to the sidewalk. Luca puts his hands on the roof of his car and looks down at the pavement between his feet.
You all right?
Fine.
Luca's expression is a forced blank. It's impossible to tell what's going through his head. After that punch, adrenaline must be at least partly to blame. The boy really touched a nerve, huh? The way you reacted, I thought he'd stabbed you in the gullet.
That stupid kid. He...
Luca fishes a cigar from his pocket, and the next time he speaks, he's a steam locomotive rushing through the fog.
He reminds me of Marco.
Your brother?
Marco was also a passionate idiot. And now he's dead.
Sorry. Tell me about Marco. He takes a puff and lets it go. The smoke returns to its natural environment, seeking out its siblings among the stacks.
Marco was a good kid. Too good for his own sake. We got into the Ledgemen's Union at the same time. That was back before there was only the one left. Marco tried to bring them all together, unionize the unions, so to speak. Stupid.
You told that boy a minute ago he was playing with fire, just by organizing?
There's a single chapter here, and I'm responsible for keeping it that way. Back when everything went to hell, we made a deal with Mom, and I gotta keep it.
The ember of his cigar glows like still sparking slag.
I'm the fire.
I don't get it, Luca. How do you square what happened to your brother with enforcing for Marm? He pauses for a long moment.
You willing to make a short stop on our way to the next place?
Maybe. Depends on why.
There's a spot I go sometimes to think. I could explain myself better if we stopped there.
Okay.
I can spare a minute. Lead the way.
We will go there. I want to continue on to the garage though for now. We'll probably...
I'm passing through an intersection when a courier van speeds into my periphery. I turn hard, whipping the front end around to avoid a collision.
What does he want?
The driver flags us off the road into an alcove before jumping out, gingerly setting a large crate on the sidewalk, and fleeing the scene before any questions can be asked. Sophie pulls a concealed knife from around her hip and pries open the crate. Inside, frozen into a sneer of bestial rage, is the head of a lion.
Oh, that time of year again already?
Time to send you a lion's head?
Pearl's idea of a threat. Which is ironic since she's the one enamored of cats. Gia, I've seen you in action. I need your help.
I'm going to need the details of this sudden and mysterious task.
I'll explain if you're willing to help me. I have to know that we trust each other for this to work.
Sure. What do you need? The side of Sophie's mouth curls appreciatively at my expression of trust.
Every year for her birthday, Marm holds a race for everyone in Dreamland. Everyone gets a free meal out of it, and everyone's distracted for a day. My sisters and I are the opening act. We make an appearance to get the crowd excited, and we sponsor a poor sucker, an honored entrant to the race.
So I'm your sucker?
I'd hardly call you that, Giovanna. You're a competent driver, and you can hold your own in a fight. I can't lose twice in a row.
True, I can outrun most.
Think of this more like a chariot race than a stock car race.
So, do we need to find horses on short notice?
Very short notice. I've been so busy with everything else that I almost forgot. I like to go look around first. Just take a look at the track, you know? I'm sure you know where the Dreamland Hippodrome is.
Oh, okay. A couple of side things to do. We'll definitely do those before we sort of move on with the main story, I think. But I just want to see if I can get Lucas' car sorted first. So, yeah, so he's driving a heavy vehicle. I just want to compare it with the prison transports. So maybe it's more crew management. Yeah, so he's got this. Has more AP, but it does have. Actually, that's not true. The engine is the same. Weight 28, 24, but then I don't think. Well, we might get up towards that, I suppose. Prison transport has more health. Probably largely because I've got so much armor on it. Yeah, okay, let's stick with the truck then. Seems pretty good. But let's give it the best equipment that we can at this stage. I'm wondering if I kind of swap Sophie in with Cress. I like Sophie. She's a strong character, obviously, but Cress is my healer. Cress is kind of limited. Cress is kind of limited until we get her a new flatbed. I'm going to keep Sophie in for the time being because she's kind of, you know, the character, the hero for this area. So I think that makes sort of thematic sense. Let's have a look at this truck. So he's got give him the improved pulses for now. Yeah, if we give him this as well, which is Cress's engine. He's got the gravity maul to push, and that's omnidirection. I could also give him the grenade launcher. Can't have anything on the back there. Collision bumpers. Okay, yeah, that makes sense for this build. What else can I give him? Bulletproof. Don't have much else. We could probably give him the basic armor for a bit more health. He's at his weight limit now. What he's really missing out on is a bit of extra storage space. So we've got the maul, grenade launcher, decent armor. We'll see how it works with his type of build, like a ram build, without a healer in the team. I expect we're going to want to add the healer fairly shortly. But let's think about a paint job for it. I don't know. I wish you could rename things. But I think he's set up pretty well, so that's good. Quick check on the video suggests that's probably a good place to leave it for now. If we just back out of here, as mentioned, I think what we'll do is head up to... I might even do Luca's first, the abandoned... Which was his one? The abandoned shipyard? I think so. We'll go there first, have a little chat with him, go do the hippodrome thing. These might sort of result in a bit more involved side quest. I guess we'll find out. But hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. We've got a new crew member now, our heavy vehicle guy. Oh, he's got noticeable heat. It doesn't seem to add his noticeable heat on top of our heat. We're still at 2, so that's good. But yeah, good to get another crew member, someone to drive our heavy vehicles and be a bit of a ramming character. I'm really going to think on swapping Sophie out for the healer, though, because he's just going to be taking damage just doing his attacks, isn't he? I'll think on it. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this episode, as I hope you have, if you could hit that like button, that would be absolutely amazing. Please do leave a comment as well. Like I said, let me know what you think about this game, the characters we've met, the story, any aspect of it that you've got feedback on. Great to hear that. And a big thank you as always to our channel members as well. Still massively appreciated how you guys are supporting the channel. And if anyone else is interested in checking out those memberships and gaining earlier access to these videos, well, and any other videos I put out, that would be awesome. Well, thanks very much. I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.